the only one who's ever sat in a meeting only to be cut off by another person at the table. I'm Dr. Lacey Robbins of Robbins Nest Consulting, and in this video, we're going to talk about 3 things that you can do the next time you find yourself in your seat at the table and you're being cut off by those around you. So according to a recent research study, while there is this misconception that women are typically the ones that are always doing all of the talking, in fact, 22% more men seem to do the talking when it comes to the corporate office or sitting at the table of the boardroom. So because that is the case, a lot of times our male counterparts could be the ones to start to cut you off mid-sentence when you are in the process of sharing a very similar idea. So number 1, if you find yourself in a situation when somebody starts to cut you off and interrupt you, you want to interrupt back. Now, obviously, you always want to remain the consummate professional, and so the way that you do that is you simply say, "Oh, excuse me, can you give me a minute to finish my thought?" Or, "I was actually just in mid-sentence," or simply saying, "Pardon me, I was speaking." And that is a nice way to start to convey to someone and to interrupt them back, but still allowing you to share and convey your thought. Here's number 2. If you find yourself in a situation sitting at the table and the idea that you just shared, now someone else is taking credit for it, don't just sit there, lady leader, speak up. Yes, you actually want to speak up to take credit for your own idea. You can even do so in a simple, gentle manner, such as saying, "Wow, that's exactly like the idea that I just shared 20 minutes ago," or "That sounds very much connected to the beginning process of the conversation when I mentioned ... Now, why is it that you want to do this? Well, part of the reason you want to ensure that you speak up for yourself is that unfortunately, typically, most women do not do so. They simply sit back and allow their male counterparts or even another female counterpart to take ideas with the mindset of, well, as long as the idea is going forward. But nevertheless, if it is your idea, you definitely want to take credit for it. And this is one positive way that you can do so. Here's number 3. If you find yourself sitting at the table and possibly being interrupted, lean in and make eye contact. Yes, literally by leaning in and making eye contact, the person that is typically your interrupter is less likely to interrupt you. Simply because it's body language. The body language, and by you leaning in and making direct eye contact with that person, says to them, "Hey, hold up. I want to offer and give her that respect because she is currently speaking." And at the end of the day, it just feels a little awkward if someone starts to cut you off and you're looking directly at them. So, here's my question to you. Did you try one of these steps? If you have, be sure and leave a note in the comments to let me know and empower someone else. If you need a little bit more help, there are also some links down below that can get you started. And if you haven't done so, be sure and join the inner circle, as I'll be here each week to share a 2-minute tip. As I always say, from process to practice, grab your stilettos and let's go.